Hello, this is Darth Pedro again. I'm here to show you the Central Command application, which comes with the Empyrean Challenge game. In fact, this is how you actually play the game using this utility. The first thing you'll notice when you run the application is the first time you'll be getting a dialog box to enter your account number, and this will have been emailed to you. And this is a code that maps your application installation to your files on their FTP site or wherever they're managing the data. They process the turns. You download a turn. I've already downloaded, but this is the button you would hit. I'm playing this particular game here. This is a couple other games. This is like a sample game, and this is one that I'm playing with a modification, kind of hacking the system, so to speak. This is the game that we're actually playing. You can see once I selected that, I get this list here. These are individual files, .010 or .011. These are the turn numbers for the data files that are included in this data set, and we're at turn 31. It's the last one. Now I'm setting the game. I understand this is what you're supposed to do. It seems to work, so I'll do it. You set the game, and once you do that, the system's locked into that database, and now I can open the Empire. Okay, these are a list of files that are associated with this particular game. Okay, this is an actual Microsoft Access MDB file. This is template, but there is an actual folder with another MDB file for this particular game, and each game will have a separate folder. You can't see it here, but this is what's in the folder with the CentCom exe file, which is running this Windows. It's actually the file, that executable. So I'm going to open the Empire. Open the Empire, and I get this Imperial directory, and this is Empyrean Cluster Wars, or Empyrean Challenge was the original name of the game. It's from back in the late 70s, early 80s. It was a popular play-by-mail game. Used paper printouts, and I was one of the old guys now, but I was one of the people that played that years ago, and now it's being resurrected as a play-by-email game, I guess you could say. It's an online game, multiple players, and it's an alpha test, pre-alpha test game, actually debugging and just proofing out the electronic interfaces and the way the system works, and we're having good success with that, slowly but surely. So every couple of weeks I get an email that says the next turn's ready. Well, that just happened a while back, and I downloaded my new turn. When I get done analyzing my information, I will compile a bunch of orders, and I'll show you the utility later on, where you can actually write your orders and then upload them back. And once you do that, your turn's over, and you're going to wait. And when the game manager collects all these files together, and his computer program that he has written loads all of these order files from multiple players, processes all of them, and the interactions between the players, and all the interactions of the entities in the game, the ships and the colonies, all get processed, and the results of that are then parsed back out as a download file, which becomes a new turn. So here we are, Imperial directory, and I'm looking at a list of my colonies and ships. We have the entity, here it is, open colony, orbiting colony, enclosed colony. Here's the names I've given them. The mass is log 10. It's kind of a relative number. They just added whatever it is, 8 zeros behind it. 9 zeros, so this is bigger. Obviously this would be like billions of mass units, and this is, you know, hundreds of millions of mass units, and this may be you know, hundreds of thousands or a million mass units, etc. So you have the system coordinates. These are the 3D XYZ coordinates that are evident in the previous video, the 3D star map. These coordinates here are what I use to create that coordinate list, which that mapping tool I displayed. I got off the internet for free, but I actually created the data list that it displayed, and I got it from these coordinates there. And then we have a star. A star, you could have A, B, C, more than one star in a system. Okay, so here's star coordinates. All right, 1, -1, 2. That's x coordinate of 1 plus 1, y coordinate of -1, and a z coordinate of +2. Those are in light years relative to my 0, 0, 0 at my home colony. So you can see these three and this one are my home colony. If I want to sort that out, I can sort by location, and it will group everything by orbit, by system, and then star and orbit. So you can see down here that I've got all this stuff here is the same system, same star, same orbit. Tactical coordinates may vary. Just so happens all of these, the home colony, open colony 27 is my home colony. I named it Home Earth, and it's at coordinate 0, 0, 0 in the tactical scale. Well, all these other ships here are at the same location. In fact, all but one of these listed as docked, meaning it's at the same location and it's connected to, or you know, sitting in a spaceport docked to the colony. So I don't have to send a rocket ship up to haul material back and forth. I can just do it directly and drive it aboard with fork trucks, etc. And then the orbiting colony is at -1 on the Y scale. So it's -1 tactical unit. Not quite sure what the scale of these are. It's all relative. The bigger the numbers, the farther away you are. And when you look through here, you can see there's a ship count of 1,675 that's in the game. The highest number, the last number, is 2,043. And then we have 163 colonies in the game. The last highest number is 163. So it looks like maybe there's been some ships that existed that no longer exist. Could be they merged, could be they got destroyed, wiped out, or just disassembled and scrapped. That's all possible things you can do with them. Total habitability in the star system, your star cluster, is 2,409, of which 511 are settled by players. The first place player has settled 90, second place is 77, third is 66, and my personal settled habitability is 77, so I must be that second person player in the game. And that's really all you may know when you're playing this game, unless you develop communications. And we'll go into some of that in a little bit.